Welcome back. This is the second time I'm recording this voiceover because, it's Christmas break and there is nowhere in my house to go where there are not people. So, anyway, here we are again. And we are here with Blake. You can see him doing push ups on the ground over there. And Blake is the seventh generation heir, patriarch, whatever, of the Clark family. And his aspiration is to, be a musician and really be successful at that. So he has now moved out on his own, and we are building his home. And this is a home that he has kind of designed himself, and he thinks it's really cool. So I guess if that tells you anything, Blake's style is actually really kind of horrible. And he wears those yellow pants and he thinks that he's cool. He thinks he's great. And unfortunately, he is not as cool as he thinks he is. So he is brand new at living on his own. His parents were kind of never really around because they had jungle adventure aspirations and they were always away and left the kids home. So he is, not really used to real life, I guess. So now he's out on his own and he has a completely questionable sense of style. So we have this house, and this house is actually, um, in my opinion anyway, styled very poorly and also outlined. What's the word? Like the architecture, the floor plan. The floor plan is not great. So he designed this house himself, and he thinks that it's cool, and it's really not. So, one of the things about this house is that it needs a stylist or a renovator or something. So, we need someone to come in here and really spruce this up and really make it look right. So, that is something we are going to be working on with Blake's life. We are going to be, concerning ourselves with renovating this home and also getting him, to be a good musician. But he is just kind of living carefree. He's not really interested in other people or their feelings or anything. He is pretty egotistical and he is just interested in playing his music and having a good time. And he thinks this is cool, so that's good enough for him. So that is going to come up in our Let's Play. And as for the build, here you can see me completely struggling with the roof. It was actually really tough and turned out kind of horrible. And, you know, I guess that's par for the course with him anyway. So that is what we are doing here, putting in the roof and trying to get it to, slant together. But unfortunately, it didn't quite match up. I wanted it to match up, but oh well. And kind of the styling that we're going for is kind of like your grandma's house where like a lot of the furniture is kind of old and mismatched, but then he comes in and he's like, "Oh, like here's some cool yellow wallpaper," or I'm going to add, a electric touch and or some kind of opulent overindulgent touch. So, it is definitely eclectic, but in a not in a cute way. So, we are currently putting in the doors and that little right hallway bathroom area. And there is a side yard. So now we are going to put in some windows, and the front area here is going to get bigger windows because it's kind of the entryway. And then we are going to put in regular windows for the rest of the house. So it's just going to be this kind of plain window with a shutter. And I think that the style we're going to go for when we are redoing this is a kind of, okay, Am I going to butcher the way to say this? Mischino? Ooh, oh no, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like the stuff pack with the like kind of cool or like city living vibes. So we are going to kind of go in that direction where, he's a musician. He's supposed to be hip and cool and everything, but he is so not right now. And I'm actually really looking forward to playing that aspect. We have plenty of simoleons from, all of the past generations of this family. And, it kind of hurts me a little bit to squander some of the money, but, that's just the way it goes sometimes. And, we are going to put in a really terrible carpet here in the living room area. But, yeah, so this house is on the gallery and it is available. I think I called it needs reno. So basically, this house is intended to be renovated. I mean, your Sims can live in it. It is completely livable, but it's just terrible. So honestly, I wasn't going into it thinking I would make it the way that it is, but the more I did it, the more I just kind of embraced whatever was happening there. So we are now adding in some bushes and some like a tree, a little bit of terrain paint to make it look nice. And then we are going to go in with some lighting. I was really hoping that the style guide would help me out, but there wasn't really like a grandma's couch style. But we are here in the entryway, and we're just going to add like some clutter. So the coat rack and some like pictures there with boxes and just kind of stuff piled up in this area when you first walk in. So there's that. And then this area here with the carpet is going to be the living dining area. So we are going to just add in a small table and some chairs. I kind of wanted the wood to match. I really don't know if it did, but it's a little close, I guess. So we do that and just put a, nice flower on there and then a bar in the corner here before moving on to, oh, actually, you know what? And then that like buffet table thing because, why cook when you could have a buffet table? So next we are going to work on the living area with the couches and the TV. Really nothing too special, some mismatched chairs, but in similar coloring, like the couch is blue and white and then the chair is white. But um, then we are going to, I was going to add a carpet or something, but it's already a carpet. I guess that would make it worse than it is. But we're just adding in some lights. And I didn't even paint that hallway area. But there is a bathroom on the first floor. It has been kind of the bane of my existence to not have a bathroom on the first floor of the last couple of houses. You can actually see Blake's parents' house at the top of the screen next door. That was the Jungle Adventure house. But I'm just adding in a platform here. This is going to be the music room. He is going to have all of his musical instruments in there to kind of play with that. And he wants to be a musician, so he has all of the musical instruments except for the violin. I was going to put a violin in it, but it really just didn't fit in the room. So we do include a like retro stereo thing, so that is good. I was hoping to add a dance floor up here, but we'll add it in the basement, which I will promptly forget about. Like I did this whole build and forgot about the basement and then had to like turn on the recording software and come back and actually record the basement because I forgot it existed. So that's what happens when I don't really build with basements very often. So here um, is the office slash video recording room. And I can never add curtains over staircases. I just feel like that is a flaw in this system. But back here is the kitchen area, and it is huge. There are tons of counters and, you know, lots of space for various appliances. And of course, he thinks that he needs every single appliance, even if he doesn't need it actually, really. So that is another thing. If you do download this house and renovate it, when you delete all this stuff, you will have plenty of money, considering we wasted money on stuff that doesn't really matter. I will also upload the renovated part after that happens in the Let's Play. Um, I haven't decided yet whether it's going to be its own video or not, but if it is, I will remember in that one as well. So over here we have all of our appliances, just literally every appliance you can think of. The hot pot, the ice cream maker, the popcorn maker, just everything. Then we're going to come upstairs and start working on, there's 2 bedrooms up here and 2 bathrooms. This is the master right here, and he's just, like I said, has obnoxious taste where he's like, ah, yes, this is the most expensive bed. I need that. So he has the bed and also, um, for some reason, so the walls here were also the roofing, so that kind of messed up our wallpaper plans. But anyway, so um, over here will be the guest bedroom slash, when he has a child, because this is a legacy challenge that I'm doing. It can be the child's room, or hopefully we'll renovate by then, so we can have a little bit of a better situation here. So we are here in the master bath, just adding a bathtub and a shower, 2 gold toilets, because who doesn't need 2 gold toilets? I'll tell you who, literally everyone. So that master suite definitely goes against literally everything in my being about how you spend money. But we are in the backyard and we have a slip and slide, which is so cool. Of course, the first thing when I turned live mode on, he went straight to the slip and slide. So I don't blame you, man. And here we are at the part where now I've remembered that I was supposed to do the basement. So we are going to add a like kind of unfinished look to the basement and then add a dance floor and a DJ booth just to kind of, come down here and have a little bit of fun, and also a workout area and then a laundry area. So there's that. And that is kind of it for the house. I am adding in hampers because I added in the laundry. So that is that for the house, and we are going into screenshots now. So this was actually pretty fun because it was kind of just like really random picking stuff out, like the most random things I could think of. And like what didn't go, like this really fancy wallpaper and then those lamps that are kind of crooked. And then like this yellow, like that's the first thing he did. He was like, my music room needs to be yellow. So, um, yeah, so that is it for this house, and you can download it off the gallery if you want to renovate it or if you want to live in it. But the Let's Play, the next episode of the Let's Play will be taking place in this house, and we will be working with Blake and his life. So that is really exciting. Getting started on the next phase of the Clark family. So we will be doing that, and I will, in a couple of episodes, have a renovation for you. And so go check that out. But in the meantime, I will catch you guys for the Let's Play.